Yo, 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 yo. Big Kids back up in here. Culture Covered is back. Culture Covered is back. If y'all don't know, we used to always react to their stuff. And now they got a video out, y'all. And this title reads, Pusha T calls out Drake for lying about Kendrick Lamar. This one about to get spicy, y'all. Y'all not gonna want to miss this one. Y'all know I don't like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
The first thing he says to me is like, yo, thank you so much for just, for understanding and not taking the verse the wrong way.
I like that.
And I was like, Kendrick, you don't know I'm different, bruh. I was like, I'm different. Like, I understand. Like,
real hip hop. Real hip. I know what this is about, bro. I know what this is about.
Like, I listen to rap.
I know everybody said no round twos, but if Drake is gonna keep on sending shots, then he should expect to get them back. I'm not usually the type to give into mysterious tweets, but this one caught my attention. And class is in session. The image on my left is a bunch of clips. The image on my right is a dot. And if you put two and two together, that's the clips and K-dot.
You want to know how I know Drake's lawyers are just unserious people? Because all UMG has to do to get rid of this defamation case is play that one video. Y'all know which video? That concert, there was some blue lighting. Like, what's happening?
I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your breast feel against my chest. I just want to thank you.
So word on the street is that Kendrick Lamar and Pusha T are cooking up something major. And let's just say Drake better brace himself. Sources are saying Kendrick and Pusha are planning to double down on those allegations about Drake and young women. And they even want to expose other rumored creeps and PDF files Drake allegedly associates with. Now, as you probably know, Drake recently filed a whole defamation lawsuit against...
Bro, who shoots a music video in the mouthwash aisle? Who shoots a music video in the damn mouthwash aisle? Damn.
Now, as you probably know, Drake recently filed a whole defamation lawsuit against his own label, UMG, accusing them of pushing Kendrick's diss track Not Like Us, despite knowing the claims were bogus. And if that wasn't messy enough, Drake is now also alleging that Kendrick went after him because of his Jewish heritage. Yeah, he really pulled that card, y'all. But a lot of people are now
just making stuff up. Look at Dennis. Oh boy, this is mighty fine here. This is mighty fine. Don't Dennis look like he could play on Life? Look at Nikki. She always up to some shit.
Saying this lawsuit might be the worst decision Drake's ever made. And that's because if this case makes it to the discovery phase, everything could be put under a microscope, especially his questionable history with very young women. On top of that, don't forget
he want that to be his curl. That's why he's so close to her. He want that to be his curl. You see that curl right there? He want that to be his. Oh, nigga, man, look, she like, oh, get off me. He's close as hell, bro. Let me stand up. He want that to be his curl. Do I look like Rico Suave? Rico Suave.
Young women. On top of that, don't forget that Drake also made defamatory allegations about Drake in his diss tracks, like claiming that Kendrick puts his hands on his fiancée Whitney and that one of Whitney's kids was fathered by Kendrick's friend Dave Free. So how does Drake plan to prove that Not Like Us is defamatory, but Family Matters is not, when both songs were released by UMG? It seems like Drake is really losing it because all his moves lately have backfired, and this lawsuit might just be the final nail in the coffin of his reputation. And now that Kendrick and Pusha T are linking up with Pharrell to take things to the next level, it's about to get even worse for Drizzy. So what is Drake's endgame here? What is he trying to achieve by suing UMG and not Kendrick? And what exactly do we know about Kendrick and Pusha's upcoming collab? Let's break it all down.
it's amazing.
Okay, Matt, what's your favorite song right now? Right now.
Favorite song right now?
Say it.
Not Like Us.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, look, no malice in them. They gonna come with it. They gonna come with it.
So, in case you missed it, UMG just hit back at Drake with a new legal filing after he filed a defamation lawsuit in Texas, claiming that the label ruined his reputation by promoting Kendrick Lamar's diss track Not Like Us. In the lawsuit, Drake repeats what he said back in his 2 petitions in November, that he believes UMG was behind the scenes boosting the song's numbers on Spotify. He alleged that UMG and Spotify conspired against him and used shady tactics like paying for plays, bots, and other tricks to make Not Like Us seem even bigger than it really was. But that's not even the craziest part. Drake is also claiming in his lawsuit that Not Like Us is anti-Semitic. He argues that when Drake called him a colonizer, he was actually taking a shot at Drake's Jewish heritage. Is Drake admitting that? Never mind. The lawsuit says, furthering the recording's refrain that Drake is not like us, that line alludes to Drake's Jewish heritage, saying that Drake is not a colleague but an effing colonizer. And if that wasn't wild enough, Drake also made another bizarre claim in this lawsuit. He also compared the shooting outside his Toronto mansion in May 2024 to the Pizzagate scandal. The lawsuit states it was just 3 days after UMG originally published the recording and image that Drake was targeted at his Toronto house by armed intruders in the 2024 equivalent of Pizzagate.
While police wouldn't confirm it at the time, a new legal filing says Drake was inside his multi-million-dollar Toronto home early on the morning of May 7th of last year when he was fired from a passing car. According to that lawsuit, the car stopped in front of the residence. Someone yelled F Drake, and at least one began to open fire. One bullet went through the security gate and hit Drake's front door. Another bullet struck and wounded a security guard, who was also one of Drake's friends. While the car drove away, Drake and others in the house summoned help for the security guard and did everything possible to keep him alive. The rapper's lawsuit alleges that it took nearly 30 minutes for an ambulance to arrive. The suit also says the following day, an intruder showed up at the home and used his hands to dig a hole under a security fence, gaining access to the property and yelling racist slurs and threats.
And to top it all off, Drake is also complaining about people clowning him online over those PDF file allegations. He even included a picture of a flyer that was spotted around Toronto showing him next to a Canadian YouTuber who was sent to prison for SA. But the strangest thing about this lawsuit is that Drake isn't even going after Kendrick at all. Instead, he's only blaming UMG for making money off what he says are false accusations. The lawsuit explicitly states the lawsuit is not about the artist who created Not Like Us. It is instead entirely about UMG, the music company that decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize allegations that it understood were not only false but dangerous. The lawsuit then goes on to argue that UMG knows for a fact that those PDF file allegations are false. The filing says Drake has never engaged in any acts that would require he be placed on neighborhood watch. Drake has never engaged in relations with a minor. Drake has never been charged with or convicted of any criminal acts whatsoever. But here's the thing, everyone from fans to legal experts are saying this lawsuit might be Drake's biggest mistake yet. Not only does he have a weak case and would have to prove why Not Like Us is defamatory but his own diss tracks are not, also the only thing he'll achieve with this lawsuit is reminding people of all the old receipts of him getting creepy around young women.
He's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely going to go and see him. I'm so excited, yeah.
You and Drake? That's awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
Boy, this shit is epic right here, boy. This shit is epic. Look at him, he like.
About boys, he helps me.
What?
Yeah, he's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
Meanwhile, UMG has now officially responded to Drake's lawsuit, and they're asking the court to throw it out and force Drake to pay UMG's legal fees for wasting.
Look, this nigga, this nigga think he a little girl. You can't tell him he's not a little girl.
UMG's legal fees for wasting their time. On January 23rd, UMG filed a motion to dismiss Drake's defamation lawsuit, citing Drake's lack of direct evidence. UMG's lawyers said, because Drake's petition is related to and was filed in response to UMG's protected free speech, and because Drake cannot carry his burden to establish by clear and specific evidence that he is entitled to pre-suit discovery, the court should dismiss Drake's retaliatory legal action against UMG. Drake provides nothing outside of of his verified petition, which alone cannot provide an evidentiary basis for a petition. Even looking into the petition, there is no evidentiary support for his asserted need for pre-suit deposition of UMG. On top of that, UMG also pointed out that instead of taking up his issues directly with Kendrick, who wrote the song Drake thinks is defamatory, Drake resorted to strategic legal retaliation against UMG and others.
He's scared to sue Kendrick. He's scared to sue Kendrick because he know Kendrick got more songs. Hey, look, we think Not Like Us was it. We ain't hear them other joints. We ain't hear them other 5 joints. It probably was 2 more Not Like Us.
In an apparent effort to pressure them to limit the distribution of Not Like Us. In other words, it sounds like UMG is hinting that the only reason Drake filed this lawsuit is to try and block Kendrick from performing Not Like Us at the upcoming Super Bowl halftime show. But other sources from Kendrick's camp are saying Drake just needs to let it go because there's nothing he can do to stop Kendrick from performing the track. On January 26th, during the Eagles and Washington Commanders and
It's here, baby. It's here, baby, boy.
NFC Championship game, a brief promo spot for Kendrick's halftime show played during the broadcast. And guess what song it was set to? That's right, Not Like Us. But Kendrick is still not letting up. Since Drake just keeps poking the bear, it looks like things are about to get even worse for him because Kendrick is now linking up with none other than Drake's other nemesis, Pusha T. According to Hip Hop DX, Kendrick is featured on a track called Chains and Whips for the upcoming Clips album. Now, there's no official confirmation of what the song is about, but fans are already connecting the dots. Given Pusha's long history of dragging Drake, we all remember the story of Added On, and Kendrick's ongoing mission to destroy him, people are convinced this track is about to be another brutal takedown. So yeah, at this point, it's hard to deny that Drake fumbled this entire beef so badly that he might have ruined his own comeback. Instead of just taking that L, laying low, and returning later with a fire album that had nothing to do with Kendrick, he kept doubling down on bad decisions. And now he's so deep in the trenches that even his most loyal fans are questioning his next move. Let's be real. Drake's strength has always been the melodies, the hits, the smooth talk, and the catchy hooks. Even Kendrick himself called it out when he said, Drake with the melodies, not the one that act tough. And he was right. The whole fake tough guy image wasn't working before, and is definitely not working now, especially with all these allegations floating around. Instead of playing to his strengths, Drake tried to be something he's not, and every move he's made since First Person.
He done dissed the females, so he ain't got no more strength. Maybe the females just love Drake, boy. Take a strength. There you go. Drake was like, nah, sorry for your loss. Get out of my face. Nah, queen. Nah, get out of my face. He done turned straight Dennis on him.
Shooter has backfired. And now he's looking even more desperate with this lawsuit against UMG. Fans are already speculating that this has nothing to do with defamation and everything to do with stopping Kendrick from performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. But the lawsuit is already backfiring because it's only encouraging people to bring up all those old receipts of Drake hanging around young ladies, something that he should have tried to keep out of the conversation completely. And now that Kendrick is teaming up with Pusha T, things could get even uglier for Drake. So if this track, Chains and Whips, is really going to be another diss, can Drake even respond at this point? Or should he finally take the L, regroup, and come back later with a fresh start? And how do you feel about Drake's defamation lawsuit, really? Is he really just trying to stop Kendrick from running up the score and performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl? Let me know what you think in the comments and stick around for this next video.
I think he need to stop trying. I think he need to go and tear up all that little 81-page paperwork. Apologize to UMG. Go get Lucian Grainge a gift. Get back in his good graces. Let the Super Bowl rock out. He take a couple months off. Get rid of that Nita McSween thing. Go to church, man. Go to church, Drake. Go to church. Go to church. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.